Libra, how you doing? So here's do your channel messages and also your past, your present, and then your future, just to towards the 1st to the 15th of August. But I will explain towards the end what's going to happen with this pile, but you should have hopefully have watched your Sun, Rising, and Venus. You probably know by now. There's something I know by now. I know. It's like, oh, okay, you're coming through from the Virgo energy. I know, no. Listen, I'm really annoyed because I've literally ramsacked this place looking for one card. There's one card, or car, you could be dealing with a Cancerian, right? But there's one card that's gone missing out of one of my decks, and only one. I was sitting here shuffling, and all of a sudden I thought, I'm sure just one just came out a second ago. And I have been everywhere in this place, and I cannot find it anywhere. And I've counted it 1,000 times, and there's 77. 77. You could be dealing with a 7. There's 77 and not 78 cards in the deck. So I'm missing one. So you might be missing someone. Missed something. You missed something. There's a conspiracy, Libra, I've got to say. Because I heard that no. The answer's no. I caught you. I caught you out. Somebody. This is a little bit also around children, but unless this is grown adults doing this. But it's like, I caught you out. I want you back. I've got you back. I caught you. I wanted you back. You could be dealing with a fish, right? A Pisces. But it's like, I want you back. I caught you back, and now I've got you back. It's kind of like the past return from something. It's like, and I wanted you back and I got you back. So it's kind of like, it's like, I got you back, I want you back. But again, something to do with back or Jack or Backy or Jackie, or you might be smoking Backy again. But, baby, I'm also picking up, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. This is kind of like a G that's kind of like, yeah, I got you, bruv. It's like, I got you too. It's like, yeah, no, I got you. It's like a bit of like dream catch me when I fall. I won't come back at all. Someone threatens someone and they're kind of like, listen, I'm giving you one more chance. I'm going if you don't do something, and it's kind of like, I got you back for it. It's kind of like someone done the chasing and the running thing, right? And it's kind of like, I got you back, and I'm told you that if, well, man, I'm finding it very difficult at the moment. What on earth is going on? It's something to do with, I got you back, I want you back, and there's back, and then there's back. It's just keep saying back. It could even be a pain in the back, but they just keep saying Jack, or back up. There's definitely a Cancerian around you. Back up a minute. And someone's like, listen, back up a minute, bruv. I got you back. And it's all like, some people are like, yeah, I got you back. It's like, I got your back as well. Or all I keep hearing is back. So it really feels like that you're coming up against judgment, Libra, whichever way around it is. But like, it feels like that someone's like, listen, I've told someone that I'm interested in them, and if you're not interested in me, then I'm going to go with this person. It's like, oh, no. It's like an ultimatum, if you like, is what I'm feeling. Like an ultimatum. It's kind of like, look, I'm giving you an alternative that you can choose me if you want me, but if you don't want me, then I've got someone else that I'm interested in, and I'm going that way. And someone's kind of like, oh, now I've got to make a decision because you're serious. And it feels like that you've been very serious through this. And because it sounds to me as like it's a serious matter, right? And it feels like that someone was faced with they keep saying was faced with, right? Was faced with a decision and said, look, I'm going to give you an ultimatum. You either change the way that you do things or change the way that you act. I mean, you could have said this, and because I've got an interest in someone else. And if you don't want me, then this other person will. So it feels like that whatever it was, whoever said what, there was an ultimatum, right? Ultimatum. Alternator also. It could definitely be dealing with a Cancerian. Alternator. Terminator. Oh, it could be something to do with a termination, maybe. Termination. So it feels like that you might have had a child with someone or something, and there was like an ultimatum of like, I don't know if someone's talking with someone else of an ex, though. I really kind of get that suspicious feeling that someone's talking with like an ex, and they're kind of like, look, I'm giving you an ultimatum because we've got kids together. And you've said to your partner, look, what? You've said to your partner, man, y'all could be dealing with 3, but like, I've said to my partner that we're going to give things a go ahead, but I've caught them with something, so I've told them that I'm going to give you an ultimatum. If you're not going to give me what this person's going to give me, then I'm going to go with this person. It definitely feels like that you've give someone an ultimatum. It does. It feels like that you had options, Libra, if I'm honest, and that you said, it's like you said, he said, she said, he said, who said what, right? And it's like, well, what did you say? What did you say? It feels like someone said something, right? Like, and someone was gobsmacked, and I was like, what did you say? And it's like, oh no, I said, listen, I mean, me, I've got Aquarius in the third house. I've got no filter whatsoever, bruv. I just say things, and they're like, what? What did you say? And like, no, bruv, I thought you got that. And you're like, no, I don't get that at all. I don't think that's funny. And you're like, well, I do. Right? But, so you could be dealing with an Aquarian. But it feels like that, what did you say? And it's like, oh, it really feels like that someone said something that they meant it, but they didn't mean to say it the way that it came across. And there was an ultimatum, and it's like someone just went blah, and they blurted something out, and they might have even said something about someone else, or like, this isn't one of those cases where you're kind of like, you're with your partner, and they say, I don't know, I heard the word Steve. Oh no, that's my name, Steve. You might be dealing with another Steph or Stephanie or Steve or something. Steve, I'm hearing a Steve, but kind of like you're talking to your partner, all of a sudden you call them a different name, and they're like, what? You just called them someone else's? You just called me. What? How do you not know my name? And then they're like auspicious and saying, hold on a second, what you on about? You just called me that name. Right, so whose name's who? It really does. I'm really getting that as a big, strong message that someone said somebody else's name by accident. Unless someone heard you say someone else's name. But this is a bit like the passing energy of like someone's listening in, and they're like, they've heard someone talking about someone else. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit like rumours or gossip, and it's like that your partner was kind of listening in on something, or you were, and it's like, I heard them say that name. And then they're questioning you over it, over an ultimatum of saying, well, what is this that then? What do you mean by that name? Wow, what do they keep saying that name? Because I got you, babe, and then it's I got you, I caught you. I got you and I caught you. So it's kind of like I got you back, and then we started working something out, but then I caught you doing it again. So it really feels like that someone has been doing. Sorry, but my curtain, it's really hot in here. So if you see light shining on me, it's not an angel, but it's just the curtain. And definitely pick up something to do with an angel, though. It might be an angel, or you might like angel radio. Something to do with an angel. An angel. It's a bit like a child, maybe. Something to do with a child. Don't have to be called angel, but obviously like little kids are like, oh, isn't there an angel? Isn't there an angel? Or angel, or Angela, Anja, or Amanda, or Jumanji. What was the film? Amanda. Yeah, I'm picking up some strange, confused energy. If I'm honest, you could well be dealing with a Virgo, because I couldn't see through their some signs. Right, I'm like, bang, it's on. It's like, oh, here's all your messages, and then sometimes it's like, man, I just ain't got anything. There's just anything coming in, right? So, what's going on, Libra? I got you, I caught you. Somebody has caught somebody doing something that they shouldn't do. They've either seen it, heard it, worn it, or something. Warned somebody. Like, I've warned someone. Like, I've warned them off. Or I'm warning you. Like, if you've done something, or you've seen your partner doing something, say, listen, I'm warning you. I've heard you saying this. Or I've heard you doing it. Y'all lot are in a fight with someone. But is this your partner that you're arguing with, though? I don't know. I'm going to have to cut these messages short, Libra, because no one's really saying much, to be honest. And that might be what's happening, that you're not really saying much. You're not really seeing much action, is what they're saying. That you're not really seeing much action. Much action? you're not really seeing much action of something. So it's kind of more like believing when I hear it. I believe it when I hear it because there's not much action. So I'll believe it when I see it, kind of thing. So when you prove it, I'll be able to see it. Man, I'm getting... Sorry, but I'm getting bored with trying to figure out what this is. And it not you. It's kind of like bored, like I'm bored. It's like when I'm bored, I do something daft, and then someone's catching someone doing something when they're bored, and they're kind of questioning the other person, saying, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh no, I'm just like." What is wrong with my channel? Because sometimes I can't pick up if it's me or if it's just the star sign literally that I'm channeling for, and sometimes I get so confused. There is nothing else for you, Libra. I do apologise if a lot of you do really base your predictions off this, but it just feels like all they're saying is it's a courtroom drama. It's something to do with the court. It's an ongoing process. Somebody got caught. 11/11. Somebody got caught. Someone heard someone saying something, and now they're involved in it. It's because I heard you saying it. Some of that could be where you accidentally, or the other person accidentally said someone's name. Now, whether this is to do with love or not or whatnot, but it's caused some kind of like suspicious energy now. It's a bit like someone might have seen a text or something, and they've checked someone's phone or something, and that they've seen that there's been a text or something, and it's like, I got my doubts or something, and I've seen it and checking it, and well, my nose is really starting to itch, and normally that's when I start really channeling, and I can't. Don't know. So we're going to leave it, Libra. All right, how you doing? So what we're doing is we're doing your past, present, and then we're going to look obviously into August the 1st to the 15th. But this bit will only be for tier 2 members, okay? But we'll see. So show me what's been going on in the past. So you could be a delicatessen, 6 of Pentacles, serving. You've been served something, or you are a server. Cervix. I'm also picking up something to do with the cervix, or the fix. I get my kicks out of champagne. I get a fix out of something. Wow, sorry, I'm even doubting this reading and thinking, I don't know why, it's strange energy. Let's see, Libra. Continue on the reading, please, for Libra for the past. What's been going on with Libra? Drinking, 8 Leo energy, maybe. But this is like, well, I'm just at work, about to leave work, ready for work. But like, I've not left it. This is someone that's not left it. They're still there. Okay, it's just like, I'm not leaving it. It's like, no, I'm not leaving. It's like, leave. No, I'm not leaving. Just leave it, or drop the argument. And it's like, no, I'm not dropping the argument. I'm not leaving it. I'm just going to keep doing it. And it's like, well, what do you keep doing it for then? Why don't you just leave it alone and walk away? It's like, no, I can't. I'm like, I can't. So unless it's something to do with work, and this person saying, look, I can't just leave work at a moment's notice to come home and sort this person out and say, you know, what's wrong? I'm stuck at work. I'm stuck at work. I can't do anything. But if this is to do with an argument that seems to have been occurring, someone's saying that, why don't you just drop it and leave it? Or drop them, like leave the person. And someone's saying, no, I'm not dropping it. I'm not leaving. Show me what's been going on with Libra. Sagittarius energy. So, well, I'm not dropping it and I'm not leaving it, but even though, wow, this is, someone is stuck. I feel such an energy of like just stuck. Because someone's plemishing 2 cups, 8, 9, 10. Could be something to do with the Pisces. Something at home. Trying to fill 2 cups up. So, look, I need my fill. Could be a cracking. Someone might be trying to fill cracks in the pavement. What? 6 of Pentacles. What's that mean? Page of Wands. Not talking to someone, just working and working and working, but thinking about the person, but not talking. This could be something to do with children, though. like a midwife or something. What is that Page of Wands for? Star, Aquarius. Possibly they probably said something that caused you to not, because Page said something that caused someone to say, what? You know, what's the Eight of Cups? Man, I'm sorry if this is such a terrible reading, but I've been going on for 15 minutes now, I've got to keep going. Eight of Cups is the Knight of Swords. That's what I'm saying. Someone said something cutting, like, look, why don't you just leave it? Why don't you just stop prodding and poking and saying things that you say, but you don't mean it, but you're meaning it because you're saying it. So why do you say it so abruptly? Why is it that you interrupt me? There's someone that interrupts someone. They talk a lot, and then someone's kind of like, ah, and they're talking over them. They're like, oh, hold on a second, man. When am I going to get a moment's in edgeway, right? But there's also, like I said, there's someone that's saying, why is it that you always put your foot in your mouth and think? Why don't you think before you speak? Because, like I said, this is thinking, right here. Sorry about the curtain. That's thinking. This is fixed, right? Fixated on why did you think. I'm just going to go with what I'm channeling. Why is it that you always put your foot in your mouth and you say something that you mean but you don't mean it? So why be mean and say something like that? Why put me down or make me feel as if I need to do something to drop something when I'm saying, look, just drop it and stop. Knight of Swords. It's like someone takes something too far. Do you know what I'm saying? Knight of Swords. I think we're kind of getting there slightly, Libra. So you've got Hangman. So you've got Pisces energy. Why don't you leave them then? Or why don't you go towards them? It's kind of like, look, why don't you go towards them? And say, no, I'm not leaving you. And say, well, why don't you just... This is like, man, what are you just hanging around for? Someone's hanging around someone. You know, like lurking around or hanging around with them and just talking to them or something. What's the Hangman? 2, again, don't know what to do about this Piscean. It's a little bit like, you know, this ultimatum of like, well, who are you going to choose then, me or them, or are you just going to be stuck here and not do anything? Why don't you just drop it, and why don't you just leave it? Why don't you start to move forward? No, I can't because I've got a decision to make yet. There's something that I need to decide upon. What's the Temperance card for? Temperance card is the 2 of Cups, which can be a metaphysical connection that someone has with someone. 2 of Cups is not always a relationship, it's just a metaphysical connection. 6 of Wands, that they're getting some kind of like favour from, which is attention from someone possibly else. 6 of Wands. Something to do with the family as well, though. In the family, this could be going on with brothers and sisters and children. So what's been going on? I'm really going to stick with that. Why is it that you say things that you don't mean, and why mean it? And why is it that you make me feel so confused that I don't never know what to do? It's like, well, what are you going to do with yourself? Well, I don't know. I'm just going to stay here and do this. But then someone kind of has this way of trying to get the tension focused back onto them, which is like, listen, we're not talking about you, we're talking about me. Can I just talk about me for a minute? And it's like every time I keep trying to tell you something or try to tell you or explain to you about my feelings or about my emotions or about every time I'm trying to talk, you over talk and you over say something and you cut me off and make me feel like that I'm just sitting here doing nothing, when it's something about talking and communicating. It's like you talk too quick, I can't understand what you're saying, slow down, you're confusing me. And then someone's like, look, why don't you just drop it and why don't you just leave it? And you're like, I don't understand what you're saying. But then here, there's kind of like this energy of like, it really is that. It's really what I'm feeling, Libra, in the past, is trying to get on the same wavelength with someone and trying to get their attention, but can't, which means that I'm trying to get your attention to say something. And it's like, hello, I'm like, yeah, but it's like, oh, and they talk real quick, and you're like, whoa, man, what you slow down a minute, what you're saying, I don't understand. Or it's someone that interrupts someone's speech, and they're like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, slow down. Please let me get a word in, because I can't, like, if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying, then how on earth can I, like, give you an answer to what you're asking me? It's like someone doesn't give a hoot, or doesn't give someone time to actually say. It's like you bombard someone with questions, and then they're thinking about how to answer it, and as soon as they do, the other person's either still continuing shouting and screaming, or actually still continuing saying something, and the other person's like, well, what's the point? What's the point? Okay, show me presently what's going on with Libra. Presently, you've got the star again, Libra. So this person's going after their dreams and after their wishes and things in life that they want to do, but you do have Aquarius, which is a fixed sign, which can be mercurial energy of, like, speech and stuff. Let's see what's going on. Presently, everything is great presently, so I've got no idea what I'm channeling. The star, the sun, the family, your son or daughter could be an Aquarius. Okay, could also be a Leo. You got happiness, you got everything that you want, everything that you need. There is no problem. Let's see presently what's going on with Libra. Unless it's for those people that want to find something, then that will be clarified, or coming up. But let's see. Judgment. There it is, Judgment, and the Queen of Swords. It's someone's returned back from someone's past, of what I thought was the past is now the present. Right? So this is Judgment. This is a strong contract at work by someone. If they were working a lot in the past, they're going to be working even more. They've got obligations for the family. But that can also be an ex is also Judgment, because that can be someone that is connected with someone with children. These are strong contracts at work I'm picking up, like a family business here. The Sun and the Judgment is a family organised business that you might run for your family. Do you know what I'm saying? But you've got very difficult energy there, because you've got the Queen of Swords and Judgment, which is kind of you in a way, which is that we need to be fair with this. Like, we need to know what we're doing. The Star. The Star is the Ace of Cups. It's all good. All love. All good opportunity in life. Been offered. Been probably received. Well, it's coming into Judgment anyway. What's this Ace of Cups for presently that's going on with Libra? Wow. 2 opportunities. Up to you to take them. 1 opportunity in love, 1 opportunity at work. But in order to reach out to someone. But it's coming from Aquarian energy. The Sun. But the Sun of Leo energy is now confused with this 2 here, which is 8, which is Leo there. Because it's trying to decide between Leo and Pisces. What's this 2 for? This could be just a decision at work of choosing someone. 2. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's Judgment for presently for Libra? Presently, Judgment for Libra. The King of, the Knight of Wands, the Sagittarius. Man, they're all up in your business, this Sagittarius. I don't know, why did we see that before? No. Yeah, there. Sagittarius there. Sagittarius here, there, everywhere. Healing stuff. What's Temperance for? The children as well. Pregnancy also. Someone could be pregnant. The Hangman again. Pisces. The World could be going out dating. Queen of Swords. What's this for? So a Pisces, Sagittarius energy could be someone that's going to return to your past of a soulmate energy-ish. It could be a friend, it could be a family, just someone of your soul group, could be a love interest. Queen of Swords. Pisces, big time. Happy family, 7 though. 7 and 1, which is 8, which is there. Of having to leave something behind, which you've got Pisces energy here, which is here. Which is kind of making me feel slightly that there might be another person, I don't know. Because the Queen has to make a decision between who she wants or what she wants or anything else. Right? And because the energies are matching up around Sagittarius, Pisces here, and 8, meaning that I've got to go and see someone or leave someone or something, that's the Queen, which is 7 and 1, which is 8. So what's this 7 about? Five of Wands, causing conflict between the relationship, which means you could have a relationship, but there's someone else possibly in it that's causing conflict, because someone is possibly giving someone an ultimatum of possible, where I said it was past channeled message, but it's a channeled message that's continuing, which is judgment of finding something out about someone that could be saying or talking to another person, and someone catching the fact that they're saying someone else's name, which is what's causing this Queen to now start to try and find out what is going on that's causing this between the relationship, which is the 7, that someone is like saying something or doing something because they've got someone else in their energy that they're thinking about. They've possibly said a name or will do, and that's the 5 that causes conflict, and it comes between the relationship that you possibly are presently already in, which makes me think that there can well be a metaphysical soulmate here of 2, which is around Sagittarius, that is involving this Pisces, and why there is 2 there, and why that involves the 8 of Cups, about having to choose between staying where you are or going, which is the 8 of Cups, which is 7 and 1 there. Queen of Swords having to still make a decision to choose about what to do about the family, the children, or whether I'm staying or going, because it's causing conflict. If you're happy and you're married and you know it, then you're happy, married and know it, but this is just going on between families, right? But I'm going to stick with slightly those strange channel messages, which is like there's an ultimatum, which is this Judgment card, which would be like, think before you speak, what did you say? I can't believe what I heard or said or see. And because of that, now I'm thinking that you or me have different options and opinions in life where we might want to separate and go our own ways. Because I don't know, I've got this strange feeling that there is this energy around where someone's like curious now about someone else, which is the 7 of Cups. But they realise that if they do tell someone else about this person, it's going to break up the family, which means that if you have children or a mortgage or a house together, that conflict would have to be arisen for someone to have strength to say about this other person, because you're going to have to know what you want in life, which direction you're going in. If it's another person, you have to end the commitment that you're in order to go with another person. You can't give other people ultimatums. You can, but you can say if you're a person that's like got interest in another person, you've got to tell the person that you're interested in and the person that you're with to say, look, what's the ultimatum? Who do you want to be with? Right, I've got to tell them that I'm leaving them because I want to be with you. Right, I'm going to do the same, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Because what you have got is this slight confused energy that can be around your love life, that is having to make a decision of like, well, what's the ultimatum then? Because that's what they're saying. What is the ultimatum? What's the alternative? That's what I'm saying. Someone's looking for an alternative, meaning, well, if you're not cutting the mustard and we don't quite get on, then I'm going to look for other options in life, which is another alternative, which is another person. Yeah, we're going to stick with that. I know that's very short, guys. I'm sorry, but the sun is really bright. It's kind of, well, it's quite nice actually, to be honest, but I don't know if it's affecting the camera. But like I said, you've got generally good energies here, but empathically channeling, we'll have to see when we do your 1st to 15th, because what we do is we look on this side as well then, after your general reading of that quarter or 2 weeks, we look into your partner and their life and what they're thinking and what they're feeling and how that represents this side and that side. It's a bit like you versus them, but it involves everything of where I can see patterns and add them up and think, okay, that's that person and that is that person and that's them, and why are you not with them, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you've got good energy, definitely, but it feels like you're stuck in a situation, definitely around Pisces energy, trying to decide what to do about leaving or staying, right? an ultimatum that is there, but it's a little bit like I'm satisfied at life with what I've got with support, but I'm not 100% satisfied in love, meaning that you can have a luxury home and house and all that sort of stuff, and you're married and that, but it ends up being a like a, what do you call it, like a loveless kind of marriage, and it's really just gone into where you coexist with one another through bills and things that you build up, and you get quite secure and settled. And then a lot of human beings, they think, hold on a second, if I'm not happy in love but I'm happy where I am, and that doesn't quite work out, I've got to give up all of this luxury in order to go towards someone else, and realise that I've got to end a lot of things, and that I could possibly be on my own with no house and no home. So I've got to be able to sort all this out in my mind of the person that I'm curious about. Are they going to be able to support me when I'm off? Do you know what I'm saying? And that kind of feeling is definitely around this reading of what I'm thinking here is that someone's used to a certain lifestyle, and because they love that certain lifestyle, if they're in an unhappy relationship or marriage, they might just be settling for that because they think, well, there's too much that I would have to give up in life for something that's happier within love. Do you know what I'm saying? And that definitely seems as if that's here. Okay? But that can also come across as contracts of work as well, knowing that you've got to give up things in order to have other things, or take too much on. You could be taking too much on. Okay? So in order for me to gain clarity of this, we're going to have to do the 1st to the 15th and then the other side. Okay, so if you want to join Tier 2, this will be going only to Tier 2 members. It is just where I can do some readings for people looking at the past and the present and give some channel messages. But what would normally be over on Tier 2 is going to be exactly the same, which will be a full reading of you and them. Okay, you will also get a 5-month reading that will also come out, that will go here for a start, but the majority of it will go to Tier 2 only. Okay, breaking down the months, free question and answer, and your 15th until the 31st. They'll only come out over on Tier 2. Okay, alright guys, thanks very much. If you want a personal reading, anything like that, everything is in the link below under the email. Okay, alright guys, thanks very much. See you soon, Libra.